What is your American dream?
My American dream is to have a combination of living in an urban environment with a lot of culture and beautiful things, but also being able to be around nature.
As someone who's not a Native American, the dream was to come here and do art and be creative and do it at a high level and have it seen by everyone out there, and it's definitely coming true.
I just want to do what I love and be able to make a living off of that.
American dream, it's like free, like everybody free, and then everybody friendly.
The American dream was to just come to the United States for a better and greener pastures, and I did achieve that.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Groundhog Sam! Okay, Prickly, welcome to your new home. Here you go, right here next to Leafy. There you go. Ow! Darn, you are Prickly. Ooh, I really gotta be careful with you. You are a prickly one. Oh, hello, everybody. Groundhog Sam here. I was just putting my new cactus next to my older plant. That's right. Leafy needed a friend, and I recently learned about cactuses, also known as cacti. I was really excited to meet Prickly over here and put him next to Leafy because they represent the two sides of Groundhog Sam. When I see a picture of the beautiful Pimpa, I feel Leafy. But when I think about how Groundhog George always tries to cheat when he plays backgammon with me, no, George, that's the wrong way. It's this way. Knocking me off. I don't like this. I get prickly. Ow! Like when the show's about to begin, like right now, I'm feeling Leafy. But when the TriCaster breaks and we have a problem going on air, Brad, can you hear me? I wonder what this button does. Oh no! Man, do I get prickly! And I get even more prickly when everyone says it's because of me. I don't eat the wires anymore. I learned my lesson. When I'm in the park playing with my squirrel friends, well, I feel really leafy. But when Brad tells me that he is not going to build me a fancy groundhog condo, build me something like this, like a condo, you know?
And when we found you, you were living in a hole under the ground. I don't have time to build you a miniature mouse town.
Well, then I get a little prickly, right, Prickly? Ow! Oh, sorry about that, Prickly. I get a little overexcited. Well, as you know, I come from the forest, and so I love greenery around, so I'm really glad that I've been able to find Leafy and Prickly. Anyway, did you miss yesterday's episode of Brad Show Live? Well, in case you did, Belgium Kim visited the Pakistan Day Festival in New York City's Hudson River Park. Everyone there was celebrating the 73rd year of Pakistan's independence from Great Britain. It looked like tons of fun, and Kim talked to lots and lots of interesting people. And now, speaking of fun, is the time you have all been waiting for. It's time for Brad Show Live, starring Brad Bernstein with co-host Belgium Kim and Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias. Enjoy! Leafy, you look a little thirsty. Here we go. None for you, Prickly. You don't get as much water as Leafy. You just hang tight. Your time will come.
Everybody, my name is Brad Bernstein. I am an immigration attorney, and I'm sitting right next to the most beautiful woman in this room, in this zip code. No,
just in the room.
Just in the room.
Wow,
it's a big room, Belgium Kim. It's an entire zip code here.
Oh, okay.
The most beautiful woman in the entire zip code.
I'll take it. Yeah,
all right. In all of 10007.
That's right.
Belgium Kim.
Financial district.
Financial district. That's right. And of course, the man with the biggest guns. Also in the financial district at this very moment.
Wow.
Wow, yeah. There's a gym next door.
That's Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
That's where I live.
Right.
I
I figure if I give compliments, maybe I'll get them back one day, right?
Right. Oh, and Brad,
now.
Yes.
the most amazing immigration attorney you ever have seen. Have you seen how handsome this man
Yes.
is? The 1-777, ladies and gentlemen.
That
My
man is
God.
so fly.
I thought you were going to say the smartest man sitting to the left of me. Of all the men sitting to the left of me, he is definitely the smartest.
That's true. There is no smarter man to the left of me. That's 100% a fact.
Belgium, Kim, Yonathan, Yo-Yo Elias, how was your day today?
Oh, it was so delightful. Am I allowed to say what happened?
Yeah, you did your hair, by the way. It looks very nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
What did you do? Did you cut it?
Okay, well, I won't say. I put my hair up in a bun this morning, and then about 10 seconds before we went live,
It looks nice.
I whipped the bun out of my
It looks
hair.
like you actually went. Doesn't it look like she went and got her hair done?
Yeah, all
Thank
curled
you.
up.
She's
and
like,
stuff.
oh, this little thing, I did nothing on it.
Right.
Let's hope that it lasts the whole 2
Right.
hours, but we're about to find
She's
out.
basically saying she woke up like this.
She woke up just like
I
that.
was going to get a haircut today.
And what happened?
I just didn't make it.
Okay.
I didn't make it. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
See, this is why I cut my own hair.
Yeah, look
'cause
at
I
that.
cut mine today, as you can see.
And the last time that you did not cut your own hair?
How
My
do you
curls
cut your
cut
own
off.
hair? How do you know what's going on in the back?
I have a handheld mirror with my big mirror in front.
Yeah.
And
you're able to do it?
Yeah, since high school.
Really?
I've been cutting my own hair.
crazy.
Wow.
The one time I go to a barber, he
They
cuts
screwed
off
up.
all my hair.
And you were bald.
Yeah, when I first.
Right.
Oh, you didn't see when I first came. I had no hair. Now
That's
I at
true.
least have some.
All right.
That's true. He was.
Sheesh.
All right,
I
we got
shamed my mom relentlessly for
Let's
cutting her own
say
hair.
hello to all the people. Oh, I can't say hello to anybody.
Why not?
My. Oh, there we go. So nope, I can't. Yes, no.
You
maybe.
got this.
Nope, I can't. 1 second. What? Nope.
Why not?
Because every time.
What's happening?
Every time somebody. I don't
Comments?
know. Why don't you say hello? I can't see comments.
Okay, well,
I'll let you do it today because I can't see
Okay.
That
comments.
feels good.
Let's say what's up to Abigail Taylor Watson.
Yes.
Dane-
Alexia D. Real.
Lisa Bling Rose.
Dion Watson.
Christy Consali.
Sammy Joe with
Natasha
the Bradshaw
Smith.
Life profile picture, by the way. Did you see that on Sammy
Oh,
Joe?
no, that
Sammy
is-
Joe is rocking a Bradshaw Live profile pic.
Okay.
That's a real one.
That is. We got the what is that? Just the God of Justice working for me.
That's wow, that's a name. Julian, Val Thomas.
Groundhog Sam definitely is in there as well.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Fernandez Obanya is in the house.
What about Dawn Harriet, Christy Consali?
There we
Saying
go.
squad up. Sammy Joe says no way, Yo-Yo. What is Sammy Joe saying? No way. About you
That
cut
he
hair
cuts his
cutting?
own hair?
I cut my own hair.
Cutting your hair.
Yeah, that's a
Marjorie
real thing.
Thompson,
Save a lot of money doing that.
Dion Watson, and I see Claire Kath Clay says hello, Brad. I'm listening again. I've learned a lot from you.
Oh.
God bless.
Hey.
Okay,
awesome.
but Claire has not been listening enough because she says hello, Brad.
Oh, she didn't say
She
squat
didn't
up.
say squat up, Brad.
Not that squat up life.
Right. Molly Lobin Martin has been watching a while. Squat up. Dembasau. Vicky McFarlane says, hey, Brad, and Brad squad big up. And Shelly Cadell says, hello from Canada, Julian.
Yeah.
Watching as
Hey.
well. On YouTube, we got Jenny Fernandez. I wonder why Jenny Fernandez is the first one in on YouTube today. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Jean Love,
Oh.
Max Santos, Carol, the Top Cat, Tigress 2 Anderson, Shan Myers.
Ooh.
Shan
Just
Mar-
Shan.
Just Shan.
Yes. Sexy Jessica Leamy. No, it's just Jessica Leamy. Because it's Shan, it's Sexy Shan Myers.
It is.
Right, but I have to say it fast. Sexy Shan.
Yeah.
Sexy Shan.
Instead of saying sexy
Shan.
Shan Myers, because then it
Isn't
sounds like I'm
it?
just...
Don't put a beat in between.
beat in between,
because then
Sexy
it
and
makes-
Shan.
Yeah.
It's completely different
A whole
meaning.
different meaning.
Exactly.
Right? Rococo Chocolat is saying hello as
Like
well.
that name.
Tracy Lacey, Tammy King. Mavio5 is from Chicago. Overcoming. Shelly Benson says, hey, Brad squad. Donald Horton. You know Donald Horton, Belgium, Kim?
I know what Donald Houghton is a fan of.
Because
Brad Bernstein.
because I'm going to read you. I don't know if you've seen
I
this.
haven't seen this.
All right, hold on to your chair, Belgium
Okay,
Kim.
ready.
All right. What up, Brad, Yo-Yo, and my love, Kim, soon to be my wife.
Okay. We need to comment down.
All right, looks like Kim just got voted off the island. Second day in a row. Clive Stewart, real star boy. Adolph Morgan, Clive Stewart. Yes.
So
Do you have a jealous boyfriend?
It'll be an interesting conversation.
Is your boyfriend
tonight.
jealous and insecure?
I don't think that my boyfriend is going to be jealous of the Brad Squad. I really don't. My boyfriend is very secure of the Brad Squad.
Elizabeth Francis saying squat up each and everybody. Tally. D-Bean. Shamshara S. saying hello. 9J. I've never seen 9J before.
That's my apartment
9J
number.
says, hi, Brad Squad.
Say that.
It says, hi, Brad Squad. I'm watching from
That's
Yo-Yo's
crazy.
apartment.
Wait.
Squad up. That's exactly what that says.
That scared me.
I'm waiting for you, Yo-Yo, in 9J.
I'm not going home tonight.
No. I also can't believe you just announced what apartment you're in, because you've also said what cross streets you're at.
Yeah, but people don't remember.
Why don't you tell everybody the combination to your luggage next?
Yeah, 0, 0, 0, 0.
0, 0. Okay.
Is that yours?
That is the combination to my luggage.
I thought you were supposed to 1, 2, 3, 4.
What? No, I changed it.
changed
I
it.
changed it.
Damn it!
And now Yo-Yo, now I gotta change it back again.
That's where I messed up last time I was trying to break into your luggage. I kept doing
That's
1, 2,
why.
3, 4.
Right.
Damn it!
You wouldn't have found anything because I got there first.
Imagine, I'm like, who broke into my luggage and did all my laundry? That's amazing. Thank you very much.
That is not what I would have done.
Really nice burglar.
Meanwhile, we have Jennifer Fernandez Obana.
Whoa!
Obana in the Brad Squad spotlight. Jennifer's from the Philippines. There we go. Jennifer Fernandez Obana. She is from the Philippines. Let's see a picture of her. I don't know what she looks like. We're going to see a picture now. Nope, it's... there she is. I was going to say, Jennifer Obana looks exactly like me.
Yes, she does.
She has a spitting image, but no. Here she is now. Jennifer is from the Philippines and has been living in Lenoir, North Carolina, Belgium Kim's hometown.
That's right.
Since December 2017 with her husband, little boy, after her sister petitioned for her. Now, I want you to know something. From the Philippines, brother-sister petitions or sister-sister petitions are about, I don't know how long she waited, but she had to have waited at least 30, close to 30, 35 years to eventually come to the United States. Yeah, the Philippine brothers and sisters go back to like the 90s.
That's
Wow. Now, she loves learning new cooking techniques and cooking different kinds of food. She also loves taking advantage of the foothills of North Carolina, where she rides her bicycle. She loves the show so much that she shares it with her friends and family in the Philippines. Her favorite part is the callers and the social media questions.
Hey, that's us.
I thought she was going to say her favorite part is when we talk about her in the Brad Squad spotlight.
Probably that's her new favorite
That's
part.
her new favorite part, right? She discovered Bradshaw Live, and she referred her sister, who quickly became a client of Spar Bernstein, to help reunify their family. And there you have it, Jennifer Fernandez Obana in Lenoir, North Carolina. I'm going to tell you something, Belgium Kim. In a million years, if you asked me 5 years ago, Brad, will you ever know anybody from Lenoir, North Carolina? I would probably say no.
And look at you
and
now.
look at me now. I know 2 out of the 30 people who live there.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
It's amazing. Like 30 people.
Good.
30 people live. I come from this town.
I know 2.
And I know 2.
Yes, you do.
I know about 15% of the population of Lenoir, North Carolina.
Y'all can come to my high school reunion. You'll know 3/5 of the people there.
Actually, I would want to go. Seriously.
I went to my first high school reunion, which was 10 years out.
Yeah, this is mine this
And then
year.
I went to my 20 year, but I did not go to my 30. I said at that point, I'm like, all right, it was only 4 years out of my life, and it was like 30 years ago,
Right. Yeah, my 10 year is coming up this year. It's
That'll
like
be fun to
literally
go to.
in a month and a half, and I'm not planning on going.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to see like, oh my God, everybody's a loser, right?
I don't
See, I want to
care.
go to. Yeah,
Right?
I want to
And
go
you'll be
to
like,
mine.
what are you talking about? I'm like a celebrity. I'm on a show every day.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I'm gonna show up wearing my Bradshaw
Yeah.
we twerk all day shirts.
By the way, Belgium Kim, we need to get some new swag.
I was a big fan of I'm grabbing my poop bags and my biscuits and I'm out of here. New shirt idea.
Do you want to get some like Poop Bag Bradshaw Live for those who have dogs that have to walk them.
Ooh, you
That
know what
seems
I
like a
think we should
terrible
make?
thing for swag.
We should make a Bradshaw Live fanny pack.
Oh, we were just talking about fanny packs today. A BSL fanny pack would be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
I would have to see how it looks.
Are you jumping on the fanny pack trend?
No, I don't do
I
fanny
am.
packs.
Look at my fanny pack. This is my.
That's your fanny pack?
My new
And
fanny
what do
pack.
you do? You don't wear it around your waist.
No, I put it
You
around
put it
like this.
like your G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
That's like how G.I.
See?
Joe would wear it.
Exactly.
G.I. Joe.
Right.
The G.I. Joe
Right.
fanny packs right
See?
here, ladies and
There you
gentlemen.
go.
G.I. Yo-Yo.
You can have a nice BSL one like this.
I just bought a new fanny pack that I wear around my waist, and I gotta be honest, I think it's pretty stylish.
Yeah, I don't have fanny packs. Is that like a thing I should be doing now?
I think you should. They have Gucci fanny packs.
They do.
Ooh.
Hey,
really
I know
nice.
how to speak, Brad.
Right. See?
All of a sudden, Brad's ears are popping up.
I know how to
Gucci
speak, Brad.
fanny pack?
They really
That
do.
is so extra, by the
I'm not
way.
even
It is
kidding.
very extra
That is
because
so
it has
extra
a
Gucci
big
fanny
ass
pack.
Gucci
Yeah, that
across
is so
it.
extra. Like,
It
you know
does.
what? Not only do I need a fanny pack, I need to spend like 10 times more than any other fanny pack because it says Gucci on it,
Yup,
right?
yup.
That is very extra. Belgium, Kevin, Yonathan, Yo-Yo, Elias. Why don't you tell everybody to please share while I get ready to do some schmoozing in a few minutes?
Absolutely. All right, we're pretty high in our viewers right now for it to just have started, so we want to get even higher. So what we need you guys to do on Facebook right now is share. And how you guys share is just press that little arrow that says share and share it to anybody's page, share it to groups that have different international groups or cultural groups, anybody that you think might benefit from this show. And also, of course, we definitely want you guys to share it in an inbox. You could easily make a group of friends and family to send into an inbox and then just copy and paste or share it directly to the sent message. And of course, another easy way to get all of your friends to know about the show being on right now is starting a watch party. All you have to do is click that same little arrow a couple options down. You'll see start a watch party, and what that does is you start a whole watch party on your profile, sends a ding to all your friends. They come in, you guys talk in the section, but also what we want you guys to do is make sure you tell them to come to the main section and join the Brad Squad. Yeah. So in order to join the Brad Squad, we're going to put a link right now, and all you have to do is click join. And what you get with that is different incentives. You get first 5 people that put their social media questions in there. We'll read that because you know we don't get to every question every day. So we're going to definitely read the first 5 questions guaranteed, and also a lot of different videos and fun stuff that we'll be posting on there. And also, we definitely want you guys to interact. So like, love, smiley face, wow face, sad face, mad face, whatever you're feeling about the stories that we talk about the stories that the callers call in about, and also social media questions. We definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about that. Now, also, put all your social media questions in the comments right now. And what are we going to do on YouTube?
On YouTube, the very first thing that you guys are going to do is make sure that you have liked and subscribed and followed. Subscribe, hit that little bell, make sure you get the notification. It'll give you a pop-up when we go live so that you're not sitting in front of your phone at 5:30 for like 9 to 12 minutes waiting for us to go live. Also, make sure that you are leaving all of your questions in the comments right now, as much detail as humanly possible, please, family, so that we know exactly how to help you. Make sure to ask those questions right now because we ask them to Brad first come, first serve. So if you wait just a little longer, you may not get your question in today. Also, please share the show. It's the best, most wonderful thing you can do for us. Hit share, hit copy link, and then paste that link into whatever platform that you use to message all of your friends, whether it's group messages on GroupMe or Textra, whether it's WhatsApp groups or Viber groups, whatever you guys are using out there in the ether. Make sure to send the link to all of the people who can click on it. And now is the time you've all been waiting for. You've been wanting it. You've been needing it. We're schmoozing with Brad.
That's right. Well, I don't know if you saw what happened in Philadelphia. There was a guy. What was his name? There was a guy who was wanted.
Yeah.
For multiple different offenses. He locked himself in his home.
Yeah.
Was shooting. The home was right next to a daycare center.
Yeah.
And 6 officers were shot. And then what I find amazing about the story is that nobody got killed.
Absolutely.
Okay, but the man's attorney.
Yes.
Shaka Johnson. I don't know if that's a man or a woman, Shaka Johnson.
Man.
It's a man. I give him a lot of props.
Absolutely.
Okay. His client is locked in his home. What's the name of the
Maurice
guy?
Hill.
Maurice Hill was the guy who was locked in his home, wanted on drug charges. He's shooting at the cops. Why this man has a gun, I don't know.
Right.
Okay, but obviously maybe it's even a legal gun because he had prior felonies. Shooting at the cops. Shot at least 6 cops.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
His attorney, who I have to give props to,
Absolutely.
Shaka Johnson, put on a body armor suit, walked defenseless without a gun into the man's home,
Wow.
and got him to give himself up and walk out with his hands up.
Damn.
That is going above and beyond Call of Duty. They don't teach you that in law school.
Yeah.
All right. That
Wow.
I found pretty amazing story.
Did you do that for a client?
Would I do that for a client?
That was a mean question to ask.
if it was like I was like a like one of those knights, for the Middle Ages, with like the full helmet, and I would have to have like a feather on top,
Right.
walk like this, like I'm like I could go back to the picture.
Look like RoboCop.
Right, like a RoboCop, right?
Just bouncing off.
Yeah. If they dressed me up like Iron Man, yeah. But I don't know because he had body armor on, but if the guy,
obviously the cops did too.
Yeah,
and
they got shot.
Yeah.
And this attorney goes without a gun.
Jeez.
He could have shot. Because and listen, maybe he likes his attorney, but when you're so raged that you're shooting at cops, you're not thinking.
You're not thinking, right.
So he really took his life in his hands there, Shaka Johnson.
Well, and I can't believe because the gunman called his attorney while he was in the house saying, "How do I get out of this alive?" What must you think as an attorney getting that call? Like, okay, I'm in the middle of a shootout right now. We're rounding hour 6. How do I get out of this alive?
Right, can you imagine? I have Mr. Hill on line 10. What's your question? I have the police surrounding me.
Exactly.
Brad, you shut your show off and come with body armor to take me out.
Goodness.
If you are in a police standoff, that is the one and only time. Do not call BSL.
Yes.
For the love of God, don't call us.
Don't.
We're not equipped.
So 80 children were evacuated from a nearby daycare center, and Police Commissioner Richard Ross Jr. said it's nothing short of a miracle that we don't have multiple officers killed today.
Wow.
No kidding.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Epstein still in the news.
Oh gosh.
He's still in the news. They started to do an autopsy, and he had some broken bones in his neck where he committed suicide. He was supposed to be checked, even though he was off of suicide watch. He was still supposed to be checked every 30 minutes, but apparently the guards fell asleep and he went unchecked for more than 3 hours.
Which is insane.
Yes. Epstein broke his hyoid bone, the hyoid.
The hyoid.
A small horseshoe-shaped bone near the base of the jaw. Medical experts say the fracture occurs in roughly 25% of hanging deaths and 35% of strangulation deaths.
Ooh.
Wow.
I did not know that.
So more likely strangulation
yeah.
than hanging.
By 10%.
By 10%.
Correct. It's right. He could have been strangled to death.
He could have.
It's possible.
It's right.
Now, Piggy, I'm sorry, Attorney General William Barr,
Right.
has called the Justice Department's Inspector General to inquire why Epstein was taken off of suicide watch. And despite his death, more lawsuits could be coming against Epstein's estate. His estate's going to be wiped clean.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. 32-year-old Jennifer Arose filed a lawsuit against Epstein's estate Wednesday, accusing Epstein of raping her when she was 15 years old.
God.
Now,
He's the one that has like the $77 million
Yes,
home
Upper-
upper
yeah,
East
Upper
Side.
Side,
right.
Did they just found like I guess they're going into his house and like getting the paintings. There's a painting of like Bill Clinton in a blue dress
yes,
and red
I
heels.
saw that in the newspaper.
I did
saw
not
that.
see
Yes.
that.
It's very awkward.
Yes, I saw that in the newspaper. I saw that in the newspaper.
Yeah.
I wonder if Bill sat for that portrait or not. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Bill is are you seeing it?
Yes.
We don't have a picture to put up on our
That's
show.
fine. It's fine. We're going to do this one.
Because we're going to do this old school.
Right.
We're gonna do this old
why
school
do you
right
have this
now.
in your house?
Yeah. 1 second. Turn it around. Turn it around.
Why?
One
Why?
second.
What is the cause of this?
So,
Do you think
Why?
do you think he sat for that as a portrait or?
No,
Absolutely.
By the way, okay, I can understand some crazy artists. wanting
insane.
painting that. I can't understand how anybody would want to look at that in their home.
Right.
You
Wait,
know?
why are you hanging that?
I don't know.
In what room was it in his home? Very important.
I don't know.
Very important.
I don't know anything.
Doesn't
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Thames, if it's in the bedroom, that's weirder.
That's even weirder.
Oh yeah.
If it's in the bathroom, that's weirder.
I was about to say, can you imagine if it's above the bathtub?
Exactly.
While he's pointing at you like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like hanging on the ceiling, looking
my
down at
God.
the bathtub. Super weird.
There's going to be a lot of lawsuits against Epstein. His
kidding.
estate's worth at least $500 million, but he's going to be completely wiped out. So whoever's heirs are going to end up with nothing.
Sheesh.
And New York State, just as an FYI,
Yeah.
New York State has a 1-year window. They passed a 1-year window that if you want to bring a civil suit against anybody who sexually molested you, raped you, or anything as a child, or you were victimized as a child, you have 1 year, no matter how old you are now, you have 1 year from yesterday to bring a lawsuit, even if the statute of limitations expired already. And that's only in New York State.
How are they gonna get their money if they're gonna wipe him clean though?
It is $500 million. And how it works is the first one to the courthouse and the first one with a judgment
Damn.
gets it.
Really?
Now, most likely, the executor of the estate, after all the lawsuits come in, will have to negotiate everything out.
Right.
Right.
Assuming the executor of the estate doesn't negotiate everything out, its judgments are liens. So the quicker you get a judgment, you have lien number one.
Wow.
So if you have a judgment for $200 million, $200 million goes to the first
Wow.
person.
But they wouldn't give a $200 million judgment to a victim of his, would they?
What, I don't know what a crazy jury would give.
Wow.
Right?
That's true.
So-
It's up
I
to
don't
you.
know. It's up to a
Jennifer,
jury.
so the
But what most likely will happen is that there will be a universal settlement with all the different people because they have to parcel out all the money.
right.
Right.
That's, I assume, what would happen, but I don't know for sure.
God,
Sheesh.
that's
Yes.
crazy. That's going to be a really
Right.
interesting.
And now, Yo-Yo, when you are up at night having post-traumatic stress disorder
Yeah.
from listening to Bradshaw
song.
Live song, can we play it for a second and just see what Yo-Yo's reaction would be? Exactly.
Look
All
at
right. So now scientists have determined, Yo-Yo, scientists have determined that if you take ecstasy,
Oh, okay.
yes, it can help you. It can help you with your post-traumatic stress disorder. A team of 2 therapists. So what I'm suggesting, Yo-Yo, is every time you hear the song,
Drop some ecstasy.
drop some acid. Ecstasy's not acid.
Ecstasy
No.
is not
Completely
acid.
different.
Yep.
All right, so team of
Listen.
2 therapists, a man and a woman, guides the patients through an 8-hour ecstasy tripping session that cures them of post-traumatic stress disorder. And they say it works. 54% of the patients who took this therapy had improved to the point that they no longer feel they fit the diagnosis of post-traumatic stress disorder. So what I'm suggesting to you, Yo-Yo, is if this continues, we can go back to Yo-Yo and say, play the song one more time. Let's stress him out.
Don't, please don't.
If this continues, Yo-Yo,
It's not
we can get you into this therapy session.
No problem. We're just going to get
So wait,
tons of
and it'll be
ecstasy for the
legal?
office.
It would be legal. It would be legal. They're aiming for approval by the Food and Drug Administration for this breakthrough therapy any day.
Okay, well, thank you for that.
Yeah, so it's just a public service announcement for Yo-Yo.
So, and I want to reiterate once again that Brad, who pays Yonathan, has just said that he should come to work and take ecstasy before every live show. So,
And by the way, who says he does it already? And the way he asks some of the questions in the speed round, I'm starting to wonder.
that's actually how we've been getting through it. That's really how we've been killing it this week.
Secret is out.
Yes. All right. So a robotic tail for a human We have some ridiculous news stories today, Belgium Kim.
Yeah.
A robotic tail for human was inspired by seahorses. I don't know what this means, but if you're prone to tripping or losing your balance like me,
Right.
all right, because I'm always tripping.
Really?
How many knee surgeries have I had? I keep falling off
That's
mountains,
actually not-
bridges. Okay, I have the worst balance in the
Right.
world. Okay, researchers in Japan have an unusual solution:
can't.
a robotic tail.
That does not.
When I go hiking now, I want to wear this robotic tail. Maybe keep me standing up.
Wow.
A team from Keio University in Tokyo has designed a wearable human tail, which is attached using a harness and may help the wearer correct their balance the same way animals do.
Wow.
So I would need that.
I want to see how it works.
How does it work? Do we have
Yeah,
it?
I
Do we
wanna
have
see
it?
a-
Do we have a
I
video of
don't
how it
think-
works?
I didn't see a video of it, but it was a
Is that the front or the back?
I don't know. But can you imagine?
That's the back.
Can you imagine? You're like walking through the forest and someone's like, "Why is Brad wearing a tiger costume?
tail.
You know, a tail? I mean, that would be ridiculous."
It's gonna be like Tigger.
Yeah, exactly. So it says, for example, if you lean left, the tail swings right. If you lean
Wow.
down, the tail swings upward.
Wow.
The counter movement provides enough force to change the body's momentum and center of gravity. I could use that.
crazy.
I'm always falling.
But that's a
I was
ginormous
about to
contraption.
say, right? That's.
I'm
you're
gonna.
just
I
be
should. You
walking
know what? I
down the
think.
street
I
with
think
that.
I'm gonna need to start walking around the office with it first to test it out. With the mariachi band.
That's a good call,
Can you
Fred.
imagine that?
But the mariachi band would now have to stand further away from you because
Yes,
you've
because
got
the tail
this
is flying
huge
all over the
tail.
place.
Right, okay.
Meanwhile, if you're in Texas and getting married, you better watch out. There's a wedding crasher coming to steal
Hey.
your gifts.
This is crazy.
Yes, authorities in Como County are warning
gifts.
people about a woman who's been showing up at weddings in the area and stealing the gifts. The county sheriff office released a photo, and they're calling this woman the wedding crasher thief. They say she's been going to weddings in Como County as well as surrounding counties. There she is,
my God.
preying on. That's Aunt Sally.
I can't.
That's my Aunt Sally.
Yeah, right.
No, she looks like Roseanne Barr, actually.
She does. And
Yeah.
Roseanne Barr would absolutely
Can you imagine
crash
that's Roseanne?
weddings.
Who invited Roseanne Barr to our wedding?
I don't know. I'm just excited she's here
Yeah.
and she leaves with gifts.
Yeah. Did Roseanne Barr just steal my Cuisinart food processor?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Absolutely.
No Black & Decker blender for you.
All right. Meanwhile, I don't know if you've seen this, Yonathan, but the internet is going crazy over this new thing called
what?
the salmon cannon. It's the latest invention taking the internet by storm. In the video that's going around the internet right now, it shows a man chucking salmon into a tube, and the translucent channel is suspended midair, and the fish's speeding shadow speeds through the tube until the fish is spat out on the other side of a dam. Let's see. Oh, there he goes
Through the
through the
tube,
tube
into the river,
into the river. And what is the purpose of
and
this?
right out.
Why are they doing this? It's sort of been, why are they doing this? It's called Whoosh Innovation. CEO Vince Bryan said the video created by streaming news network Cheddar was stitched together with footage dating back to 2014. Why are they doing this?
It gets them to their spawning grounds because salmon have to swim upstream to get to their spawning grounds, but now they've created this insane cannon that goes for miles to transport these fish.
like
Why
a
don't
water
they just
park
let
for
them do it?
fish.
Yeah.
Why don't they just let them do it naturally?
Because I guess they can't
Because of dams.
get up.
They can't get over dams.
And they put them through the tubes.
So they put them through the tubes to get that over to the dam to get
Right.
to their spawning grounds.
That sounds like a lot.
That's a lot of work.
Just a
Why don't you
like
just
thousands of salmon.
Dump the salmon in the river. I mean, why can't you just truck them over?
Well, the newest version of this now allows the salmon to swim directly into the slide.
Ah.
Okay.
They don't have to feed them, hand feed them
that's
in
pretty
anymore.
fun.
Now
That's
remember
fun for the
remember
salmon.
they wanted to storm Area 51.
Yes.
Okay, now there is a new inspiration from the storming of Area 51. They now internet wants to storm the lake where the Loch Ness monster is living. 27,000 people have now RSVP'd to an event called Storm Loch Ness Nessie Can't Hide From Us All. And though the Loch Ness doesn't share the same top secret allure that the Area 51 does, people have long believed that something lurks in Lake Loch. Now, the truth seekers can come together in mass on September 21st to the event description. Tomorrow, tomorrow
Are we going?
we are going to also start an event. It's called Storm Apartment 9J.
Oh, no.
Yes, we are going to
No.
invite everybody to Storm Apartment 9J. We all want to know Yo-Yo's beauty secrets. He can't hide it from all of us.
My doorman
Right.
will not allow it.
And he really does have a doorman.
We're going to have a lot of people sign up for Storm Apartment 9J tomorrow.
I'd rather go see
what
the
else
Loch Ness
here?
Monster. Do you guys believe in it? Do you guys think it's real?
No, there's no Loch Ness Monster.
No?
No. The other thing that I would, I'm seeing here, Kim, and I don't understand what this is.
Okay.
The man spreading chair, which won the award for forcing dudes' legs together.
Well, do you know what man-spreading is?
Unlike my legs right now that are completely spread apart.
Right.
Right.
That's a
Nobody,
man spread.
nobody, Kim can see it.
Right.
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 Right. And maybe I shouldn't do that. That's a
Right.
little.
Facing,
That's a little. I have to change my position now.
Drawing constant attention to you.
I have to change my position now. But
that's
I
a
was
man
just
spread.
I was just spreading my legs.
That's a man spread.
But that's how I sit.
That's a man spread.
And apparently women don't like it.
Well, it's like, in closed quarters, like on the subway, there is one little seat allocated to each person. It's not one seat for your butt and then one seat for your right leg and one seat for your left leg.
So Kim, was I far enough away?
You were plenty far enough away.
Okay, fine.
Your man spreading pose, no issue.
So now this award-winning chair is now forcing dudes' legs together.
You are going crazy.
Yes. Now, in order to achieve this is what it is. In order to achieve gender neutrality, everybody wants to storm 9J. Everybody.
Mosey said Yonathan looks so peaceful. ... when he sleeps in 9J. Like,
we're all Brad Squad. Somebody has to start Storm Apartment 9J.
Carol Anderson, the Tiger, said 9J. Sammy Joe's bringing pizza.
Nobody's even interested in the man.
pizza.
Nobody's even interested in the man spreading chair.
No.
All right, folks.
About
Let me
9J,
tell you
though.
something right now. If we all get together, the doorman can't stop us all. The doorman can't stop us all.
Real talk, there only needs to be like 5 of us. That doorman is very capable.
Something's going on in that apartment with beauty secrets, and we need to know it.
That's true. The last time we got a peek inside Yonathan's apartment, he was making really cool art.
Really?
So ain't no telling what we will find in there.
Right.
All right.
No
We
telling.
stole
Nobody's
9J.
interested in the man spreading
No,
chair.
they're
All
interested in 9J.
Thanks
a lot.
Storm Apartment 9J.
And you know why? It's
What?
because earlier, like the first 10 minutes of the show on YouTube, they spent talking about how Yonathan's shirt was incredibly distracting.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because it was unbuttoned.
Oh. Let me do some more.
Oh my God, they're gonna die. They're gonna die. My God, 9J's about to get stormed.
All right, so there's really now the Loch Ness Monster. There's really no reason to be able to storm the because it's open.
This is my favorite part.
Okay,
Of it.
it's open. You don't need to storm it. It's a public place.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, Area 51 and Apartment 9J. Nobody knows what the hell's going on in either one of those places.
No clue. Private, locked down.
What? Lynn Brown said, I wonder if Yo-Yo sleeps with an eye mask.
Sammy said, what kind of pizza do you want?
Storm Apartment
Goodness
9J.
gracious.
That's right.
All right, Belgium, Kim, Yonathan, Yo-Yo, we got to get to immigration calls. Why don't you tell everybody what to do?
Okay, family, on Facebook, the very first thing we need you guys to do is join the Brad Show Live Brad Squad. That's where we'll give you the exact address of Jonathan's apartment where you go to 9J. Okay, that's not real, but you will actually get the first 5 questions answered every single day in that group. Get asked first. So you'll see during social media check-in, those will be the first 5 questions we answer today. Make sure that you have liked and followed our page. Fam, what are you doing if you haven't done that yet? You're watching and you're not liking and following us? When do you know when we're going to post stuff? You don't. Like us right now and make sure to hit that little bell so that we absolutely send you a notification every single time we go live. Also, make sure that you've shared the show to all your friends and family by first starting a watch party that'll send a notification to all of your friends and family. And also, make sure that you're sharing it as a private message with people in groups, with people in different, just a DM, like a solo DM, like hey, Also, make sure that you have gone, that you've let us know all of your thoughts and feelings right there in the comments, because we're gonna come at you and we're gonna keep interacting with you all show long. Yonathan, what do we do on YouTube?
On YouTube, first thing you guys are going to do is subscribe. Remember, subscribe. And not only do we want you to subscribe, but we want everybody that you copy this link to and send them a text message blast, because we definitely need you guys to do that to share. But we also want you guys to tell them to subscribe. Tomorrow we will be doing a pop-up. You don't know what time it will be on, so you have to click that little notification button and make sure it says notify me when our show starts. So then, listen, there's no surprises, all right? You're gonna get your notification. You'll know when we pop up. It's gonna be a fun show. Our pop-ups are usually really fun. We answer a lot of questions, and you know, we just like to have fun, basically. All right, so also we definitely want you guys to please comment in the section. Please put all your comments in the section right now. We're gonna have our social medias questions coming on after we do the calls, but we definitely need you guys to put that in right now, because we have a lot. And the later you guys wait, the least of a chance that you guys are gonna get your questions asked, okay? And don't forget, we also want you guys to not only, for Facebook, the Facebook squad, we definitely need the YouTube squad to also join the page, the Brad Squad page on Facebook. And we will put a link down there. All you have to do is so easy. And also tell your friends that you shared the show to also join the page. All you have to do is click the link, click join, and we literally will accept you right now, okay?
And that interaction is so important because we get great advice. For example, Scarlet Knight said that it's super easy to get past Yo-Yo's doorman with just $1 a piece. Look at that, Tim.
Hey, doorman can't stop everybody.
Seriously, if there's 100 of us, that'll be the best night that doorman's
Oh,
ever had.
we're gonna beat the Loch Ness monster. We're gonna have at least 40,000 people storming apartment 9J.
9J. Harlem's coming at you.
Can you imagine Brad Squad always wanted a party, right?
They'll get one.
Oh no. Okay, but well, we definitely want everybody on YouTube to press that thumbs up right now as well, though, because we want to show everybody how amazing this show is. All right? Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay, so this is what we have all been waiting for.
Been waiting for you to come on. What's taking so long?
This is getting answers to your immigration questions.
All right, I just gotta preface this. Please, if you are on hold, Ellie, Mike, Cleon, Angela, Omar, Chris, Erica, Samantha, Shay, Felipa, Nika, and Ben, you're all on hold right now. Listen to your telephone. Don't listen to the show through your phone or tablet, because you're going to be 1 minute behind. And then I'm going to look at Belgium Kim and say, oh. Exactly.
Yep.
Right. So it'll be complete silence like that. Okay. So we ready to go? Let's do it. Ellie from Washington D.C. Ellie.
Hi. How are you, Brad?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So I am a Canadian citizen, and my husband is a permanent residence green card holder in the States. We got married in 2017. We've been traveling back and forth trying to visit each other.
Right.
Now, I'm wondering if I could file the adjustment of status, because it's current right now, but I have information.
How long have you been in the United States?
I've been visiting back and forth. Now I've just been visiting for a week.
Okay, so
here.
you cannot file the adjustment for at least 90 days, and then you would have to hope that after 90 days, the priority dates are still current for you.
Okay, so I can wait 90 days and then
because otherwise it would be a misrepresentation.
Okay.
Right.
If I were to go back to Canada, would I have to wait for like a long time? Is it easier to do adjustment of status or go back to Canada and wait?
Is the I-130 approved right now?
No, it's still pending.
Okay, yes, then it would be faster to stay here, wait 90 days and file.
Okay. And what's the process after I apply for the adjustment of status?
You would get a work permit. You'd get a work permit
right away.
Right, about a few months later. But you have to hope that the priority dates are still current. in 90 days. We don't know if they will or won't be. So what I think you need to do is come September, have a consultation with us, and let's see what's going on.
Okay.
It's a little too early. Right
Sounds
now.
good.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so
You're very
much.
welcome. Let's go to Mike in Houston. Mike. Mike.
Hello?
How are you, Mike?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah. So I had a question regarding a petition that was filed by my aunt for one of my uncle who is in India.
Okay.
And the 130 petition was filed on June 7, 2006, 13 years ago. And it was approved in December 2009.
Did you say
later on 3.5 years ago?
Did you say 2006?
Yes. The petition was filed in 2006.
Okay.
And it was approved in December 2009.
Okay.
My uncle had a question about it, that he has his son, aged about 27 years as of now, and he's single, not married.
He would not be included on the case, because he would only get the amount of time it took for the I-130 to get approved, which was 3 years. So at the most, he would get till 24. And he's 27,
so he won't be
would
able
not
to
be
get the
included.
visa, right?
Correct.
Okay, even if he stays single and not
Even if
get
he stays
married?
single and doesn't get married, he's off the case, unfortunately. He got off
Right,
about
so he's
24.
out.
He's out. You're
Okay,
talking
so
about
he's
the
out of
Child Status
CSPH.
Protection Act, the CSPA.
Right, yeah.
And he got, based on the information you gave me, he got about till 24 years old.
Right. So he's already 27, so I don't think he'll get it.
I don't think he will not.
Okay. Yeah, that was the question.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right. Let's go to Cleon.
Hey, Cleon. Hey, Brad. What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Yeah, quick question. I recently received a request for evidence from USCI.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, requesting information re my daughter registration to permanent residence or adjust status.
Okay. What is
They're
it?
stating that
Don't read it verbatim. Just tell me what they're asking.
Yeah, they're stating that my wife didn't make enough money to petition for my daughter.
Okay.
But I listed my income as a other income in the household.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but somehow I was still in transition to become a permanent resident at that time. So I don't know if that's the reason why
that is the reason that is the reason why. You have to be a resident or a citizen.
they didn't use my income.
That's because you were not a resident or a citizen.
So the question now, can I
Are you a resident
put in
now?
an affidavit of support for my daughter? Yeah, I'm a lawful permanent resident now.
So now you're going to sign the I-864 Supplement A. You're not going to do a separate I-864. Re-sign it now as a permanent resident and show your income, and then you will be fine.
Okay, all right, then. Thanks much,
You're very welcome.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's go to Angela in Freehold, New Jersey. Angela.
Yes. Hi, Brad.
Hi,
how
are
you
you?
doing?
Good, good.
Good, good. I have a question. I'm a U.S. citizen. I came to this country when I was 5 years old, and I became a U.S. citizen in 1993, so that was 28 years ago. Anyway, I have a situation where I'm looking to travel to Italy, Rome, Italy.
Right.
And they're not requesting for a visa or anything, but I have a situation where I was arrested for shoplifting in a Walmart store, just moving a tag off a shelf, and all hell broke loose.
Right.
Anyway, when I was arrested, and I had an attorney at the time who went to court, so they dropped the charge to a disorderly conduct charge.
Right, that's not a crime.
And the attorney has to...
Yeah, it's not a crime.
I'm sorry?
That's not a crime. A disorderly conduct is not a crime.
And then he suggested to me to get it expunged.
Right.
So we waited the 2-year good conduct time.
Right.
And then I had it expunged, and it's 4 years this month that it's expunged. But I'm looking to travel to Italy, and I don't know what I'm up against when I get there.
Well, I can tell you that you did not describe anything that is a crime. I am not an expert on Italian law. I am on pizza, but not law for Italy. But what you said is a disorderly conduct. This was New Jersey. A disorderly conduct in New Jersey is not a crime. So as far as you are concerned, you do not have a criminal record. Now, you may want to call the Italian consulate to make sure there's no problem. But
I did that, and they don't have an answer because they don't have a visa. That's You know, if you stay under 90 days, you don't have a visa.
I think you're going to be perfectly fine. Nobody's fingerprinting you at the airport.
And how about coming home, like coming to the U.S.?
No, you're a citizen.
Okay. And like, does immigration see that or they don't see that?
But you're a citizen. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Okay. They can't stop a U.S. citizen from entering the United States. If you were a mass murderer, you're still a U.S. citizen.
Right.
Okay, so you're fine. And,
okay.
And as far as Italy's concerned, although I don't know the laws of Italy, I can't imagine that they have a law that says if you have something other than a criminal offense, you still can't come to Italy. So I would find that hard to believe.
Well, that's what I read. I read all those things, like you have to have a criminal, you know, the 3 years past your jail time and all that.
But you don't have a criminal record. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A disorderly conduct's not a criminal record.
Okay.
It's a violation. It's not a crime in New Jersey.
Right, it's a violation. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it's like having a speeding ticket. It's the equivalent of a speeding ticket.
Right.
All right, so don't worry about it. Enjoy your trip. That's my advice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your help. Thank you. Bye.
All right, let's go to Omar in Dallas. Omar.
Hey, Brad, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. I just have a quick question. I filed my I-751, remove the condition.
Right.
I got my extension in January. However, my green card expired in March.
Okay.
But now it's August, and I haven't heard anything.
But you're not going to hear
the word?
No, it's about 18 months before you hear anything. As long as you got your extension, you're a lawful resident. If you need to travel or work, you take the extension and your expired card and you use it. That's together.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
You're good.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Best of luck. All right, let's go to Erica in Brooklyn. Erica.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Brad.
How you doing?
I'm good. I filed for my son in 2012 as a resident, and I upgraded it in 2013 as a citizen. Now, I filed it with your company too. I haven't been hearing anything at all, so I called, and I was told that they're in February. The immigration, they're up to February now.
Okay.
And he's August, because his priority date is August.
Okay.
What I'm asking now is, with the new rules and everything that Trump is doing, will it affect my son?
Yes, because if it goes into effect, these new rules, we don't know if it'll go into effect. There's already 2 lawsuits that are being planned that are going to be filed within days to try to block it. So we don't know what the courts are going to do. But if it does go into effect, which I doubt it will, I believe there will be a preliminary injunction stopping it from going into effect. But if it does go into effect, yes, it would affect any case that goes for a visa appointment after October 15th, and it would affect any adjustment application that goes in after October 15th.
Oh, but I put in this paper from 2012.
No. I'm talking about visa appointment in another country. It would affect.
Okay, so I'm not sure of your answer to me.
So my answer to you is, if it goes into effect, it will affect you, because your son's in another country right now. He's not filing an adjustment.
Okay.
All right. So if you want, you can come in. You're my client. You can come in. We can talk about it and figure out, how we deal with it. Okay. Happy to do it.
Okay.
All right. So hold on one second. All right. Let's go to Samantha in Queens. Samantha.
Hello.
Hi, Samantha. How are you?
Hi, Brad. How are you?
I'm good. What can I do to help you?
Okay, I have 2 questions. The first one is, my daughters, 2 of them, they got their green card through their stepmom in 2013. So between 2013 and 2016, they used to travel back and forth to Jamaica and the U.S. And the longest they stayed on one visit to Jamaica was 10 months. However, they migrated permanently in 2016 of June. So my daughter wants to file for her citizenship.
When was the trip for 10 months to Jamaica?
The trip to 10 months? When was it?
Yeah.
I think it was 2015.
And then
in the summer.
And then she went back home, came back, and then went back home again, and then came back.
Yeah, because they went.
It sounds
they
like
went
to
to school
me. Yeah, it sounds like to me she wouldn't be eligible till at least 2020 or maybe even 2021. I would have to look at I would have to look at their travel, but I'll tell you the rules. You can look at it yourself. Okay, the rule is no, in the last 5 years, no trip more than 6 months. So we know that you have to count 5 years from that 10-month trip when she came back, which was 2015. So minimally, it's going to be 2020. And then between that 10-month trip, the day she came back from that 10-month trip, to 5 years moving forward, was she physically in the United States for 30 out of 60 months? So you just got to do the math.
Yeah, they were physically here, but they took one last trip in 2017 of the summer and only spent 3 weeks.
Then that's fine. So it's really going to be 5 years from when she returned from that 10-month hiatus out of the United States.
Oh.
All right.
So as you said, it probably would be 2020.
2020.
Okay, I have another question. How long does the process take when she put in the documents?
Right now it's taken a very short time, 6 to 8 months.
6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Okay, and how soon can she file for her mom?
The day she becomes a citizen. That's you. The day she becomes a citizen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how long does that take? And
About another
what
12
documents?
months. Yeah, all right.
12
So
months.
you're don't worry about the documents because you're 2021 before she's filing for you. All right. She's going to file for her citizenship in 2020. You're going to get your green card in 2021. We're now in 2019, and what you really need to do is just really make an appointment with us towards the end of the year. We'll start your daughter's citizenship. As far as documents that you're going to need, you need your passport that you legally entered the United States. You need your daughter's birth certificate. You need your birth certificate. You need marriage certificates, death certificates, divorce certificates, plus an affidavit of support. And we don't know what the affidavit of support rules will be 2 years from now.
Okay. And one last question, Brad. With all the changes that the Donald Trump is making to immigration, if she's not working 52,000 at the time when she's ready to file for me, would that be a problem?
Magic 8 ball. What will be the laws in 2021? But although the Magic 8 ball says if she's not working, without a doubt, you'll have a problem. I mean, you could always get a second affidavit of support, though, but that's what the Magic 8 ball says.
Right.
I have no idea what the laws are going to be in 2021, so how could I tell you?
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
You're welcome. No, I'm making a joke with the Magic 8 ball, but I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's go to Shay in Baltimore. Shay.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. So I recently filed, about 2 years ago, I filed an I-601 form for my mom.
Right.
And she was denied because obviously her spouse or her parent was the one who was eligible to file for her. Well, not denied, but she wasn't eligible. The process wasn't eligible because her spouse or parent was supposed to file for her. So I want to know, what proof does my grandmother, which is her mom, need to prove that basically her life will be in hardship if my mom isn't here with her?
I'm confused on the question. Say that again now. Your grandmother filed for...
So I filed Form I-601 for my mom.
Why did you file Form I-601? You okay.
Yeah,
so all right, I understand now. You're the daughter.
Yeah.
You're the U.S. citizen.
Yes.
You filed for your mom.
Correct.
She needs a waiver. Why does she need a waiver? Why does she need a waiver?
Well, she needs a waiver because in the past she came here illegally and was turned back. So
Okay,
now we need to...
all right, so she needs a waiver for misrepresentation. She cannot get the waiver for misrepresentation through you. You can only get it through a spouse or parent, which is why you're saying now my grandparent, which is her mother, has to file the waiver for her. And and basically what it is you're the petitioner, but the hardship goes to your grandmother, which is her mother, that she would have some sort of emotional or some sort of emotional or hardship or extreme and unusual hardship as a result of being separated from your mother. And that requires an interview with grandma to find out what her problems are.
So I guess that was the second part to that first question. Like what can she prove? What can she
I don't
use
know
to
anything.
prove
I don't know anything about your grandmother, but it's economic hardship. Maybe she has medical conditions. Maybe she can't go visit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she has post-traumatic stress disorder. I don't know anything about grandma. So that's why I said we got to interview grandma and then figure out what is the hardship.
Okay, so there's no rule to what the hardship is. It's just what my grandmother said would be considered a hardship for her.
Correct. And then we would have to, as lawyers, prove that what grandma says is extreme and unusual, not your regular, I just missed my daughter hardship.
Right. Okay.
All right.
And I have another question, if you don't mind. So we recently had a death in the family, and my mom, she would like to attend the funeral. What forms, can she apply for, or can I apply for her to attend the funeral?
She can't.
While we're still in the process.
She can't. She was ordered deported, and she's barred from the United States forever. They're not going to let her come in for a funeral, especially when she needs a waiver to get her green card.
So that process will be denied.
Correct.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's go to Philippa in Lansdowne, Pennsylvania. Philippa.
Hi, Brad.
Hi,
how are you?
Good. What's going on?
I'm okay. I have two questions.
Yes.
I have a brother who came here from Jamaica in 1989 on the farmer program.
Right.
At the time, he got a green card, and he came up on his ID. And he's here ever since 1989 until he got 2 daughters. Now, he was married, but the wife never filed for him. But one of the daughters, now she's of age, and she filed for him. And she filed for him 2 years ago, only to find out that they sent the his thing to in Jamaica for him to...
Okay, to get his green card in Jamaica, but he's here in the United States. How did he come to the U.S.? How did he come to the U.S. again?
He came here on a green card that he got on the farm work program from 1989.
Not
and
a
he's
green
still
card,
here.
just that he came on a farm work program, but he's overstayed his time. So he needs to file an adjustment here. That's the daughter didn't do it right. She just filed an I-130 when she needed to do an I-45 and an I-130.
So she need to do an adjustment?
Yes.
Okay.
And you got to prove he made a legal entry with his farm work card.
Next question. I have a friend who was married. He's a citizen here. And he married to this lady from Jamaica, and the lady dumped him, and he want to get married again, but he said he's scared. What can he do?
Get divorced and get married again. It's life. People get divorced and married all the time.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let's go to Ben in Austin, Texas. Ben.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben.
Hello, Brad.
What's going on?
Good. I just want to ask a quick question. With the new rule in effect, does it mean that people can still use the joint sponsor for affidavit of support?
Yep, you can.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to Suleiman in Brooklyn, New York. Suleiman.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, hello, Brad. I wanted to ask 2 questions. The first one is I had my adjustment of status interview 5 weeks ago.
Right.
And yesterday, 5 weeks ago, I received a request for evidence that I should submit a verification of the. Let me quickly read out. Say, please submit a verification of your divorce decree from the High Court of Lagos State, Nigeria. In order to obtain this request, you have to visit the High Court of Lagos, and like that. So I was, and another letter, the same letter says I should appear in person to submit this verification at the Federal Plaza, and I was given a date, and it stated that I should come alone without I should be alone. So I don't know what to expect at this interview.
Is it an interview or is it just a request to drop off a document? Those are 2 different things.
The other letter just says you are hereby notified to appear on Friday, September 13th.
You already had an interview already. I think it sounds like they just want you. They just want you to drop off the document on that day.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then the second question is, if I get my my green card, maybe if I got my green card, which is has a validity of 2 years, and I join the military. Would I become a citizen, or would I still need to file?
You would need to remove the conditions, but they would probably expedite it after you've been in the military for 1 year. You could probably remove the conditions and do your citizenship simultaneously. I'm sure the military will take care of that for you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Brad.
You're very welcome. All right, let's go to Chris in College Park, Maryland. Chris.
Hi. Good
Hi, how are you?
afternoon, Brad.
What's going on?
Yes, I have two questions for you to answer for me, please. The first one is, my husband is about to file the I-485.
Right.
But on his tax return, it says single, even though we've been married a year now.
You got to amend it.
Pardon?
Amend his tax return.
Oh, you can amend it?
Why not? Tell the truth.
Okay, and for proof of citizenship, he doesn't have a passport as it. Can he use the citizenship certificate as evidence?
Yes, he can.
Okay, thank you,
You're
Brad.
welcome. All right, let's go to Kwani in Williamsburg, Virginia. Kwani. Kwani? All right, Kwani's on hold. Let's go to Kay in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Kay. Kay? Is it me? Or neither of them? We don't hear anybody. Kay!
Now I hear Kay.
Now I hear you. What's going on?
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Brad. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. What's going on?
I have an interview coming up right now, but I had submitted some documents, like pictures and stuff like that.
Right.
Also, I had sent a medical in, but I didn't send it with the documents. I sent it separately. I want to know if I should do another medical and take it to the interview.
Yes, absolutely, because I doubt it made the file.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's go back to Kwani in Williamsburg, Virginia. Kwani. Kwani going once.
Hello?
Kwani's there. How are you, Kwani?
I'm doing good. How are you too, Brian?
I was about to hang up on you, Kwani. You got there right at the last
I'm
second.
sorry.
All right, what's going on?
I'm sorry. I'm good. I have two questions.
Yes.
I came here on a J visa, J1.
Right.
And I'm married to a U.S. citizen. I overstayed my visa for 2 years. I worked without authorization. Is it going to affect my case?
No, as long as you're married to a citizen, working without authorization doesn't affect your case. Just make sure if you're on a J visa that you don't have a 2-year home residence requirement.
No, I'm not subject to
Okay,
that.
fine. No. So, no. Tell the truth. You worked out of status. Tell the truth. I worked out of status. You'll still get a green card. You would only not get a green card if you don't tell them you worked out of status and they discover that you did, then you lied.
Okay.
All right? If you need help, hold on. All right. By the way, before we move forward, I do have to remind everybody that I do have an Instagram account. It does exist, right?
Does.
It's at Real Brad Bernstein. You can follow me, and if you are part of the Brad Squad and you do follow me at Real Brad Bernstein, you can ask me your questions directly. It goes right into my phone. I sleep next to my phone.
Yeah.
My phone's in my pocket.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a taxi today.
Yes.
Felt so bad. I got into a taxi. I was at physical therapy for my knee. Talking about always falling, and that's why I need the tail. And I got in a taxi, and there was this guy's telephone. I guess he left it there when he was going to the hospital.
Wow.
You know? Yeah, because the physical therapy is in the hospital.
In the
where I go.
hospital. Oh,
so I felt really bad.
Yeah.
And I started going on his phone and calling like the last 10 people.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, because it's so horrible.
Yeah.
It's so horrible when you.
Oh man.
It's so horrible.
Lose your phone.
When you lose your phone, it's like a horrible. It's the worst feeling in the world. So I finally got him.
Oh, you did?
Yes. So the point being is, I never put my phone on a surface. I always have my phone in my hand or on my body somewhere, because I always find that if I put it on a surface, I may forget it.
Why don't you rock a watch? Like a smartwatch?
I don't like smartwatches.
I feel like
because
that
it's too many things to plug in at the end of the day.
I'm
plugging in too many things.
That's
so
true.
This is true.
Right. So if you do follow me on at Real Brad Bernstein, the point I'm trying to make is I got my phone on me all the time. All right, and if
and the guy had a celebrity call him and find his phone.
That's right.
That's right.
Look at that.
You never know.
He said, "Is this Brad Bernstein from Bradshaw Lot?" No, he didn't say that. Belgium Kim, do you have? Oh, by the way, we also have an Instagram account on at Bradshaw Live.
Absolutely.
You can follow at Bradshaw Live, and all the hijinks and amazing stories and questions that we answer and stories of people that we tell, all on at Bradshaw Live. So please follow us both on at Real Brad Bernstein and at Bradshaw Live, and Belgium Kim and Yonathan Elias.
You can find me at Belgium Kim TV.
And you can find me at Yonathan Elias TV.
Yay!
Boy, that was fast.
Yep.
Nothing else?
Belgium Kim TV sports the greatest, most wonderful, robust collection of Belgium Kim's inner thoughts and feelings.
Okay, and Yonathan, yo, Elias, do you have your phone on Instagram at Apartment 9J?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
So if we were to store Apartment 9J, we would find you on the phone on your Instagram.
Yes. I will never put my location down.
Can you imagine there's like an event storm Apartment 9J?
That would be hilarious. But not really.
So meanwhile, do you remember we had for a while now our deported veteran, one of our deported veterans who we featured on our show, Hector Barajas. He ultimately became a citizen of the United States. He served in the U.S. Army's 82nd Airborne Division from 1995 to 2001. And he was on New York on business and came to see us in the office today.
Oh.
Now, he's like part of the Brad Show family now. He was our first guest I interviewed on the show.
Yep.
Really?
First person I ever interviewed on our show. And we followed his journey ever since. After returning home from his military service with post-traumatic stress disorder, I should have suggested ecstasy to him.
You should have.
Yeah, he would be like, I don't think I want to be on this Brad Show Live anymore. Hector got into some criminal trouble after serving a 3-year sentence for an aggravated felony. He was deported to Tijuana, Mexico in 2004, but he tried to re-enter the United States illegally to be with his daughter. He was caught in 2009, deported again for a lifetime. Now, as a deportee, Hector founded the Deported Veterans Support House in Tijuana, Mexico, in order to support deported veterans like himself fighting to be able to return to the United States. Now, in April of 2017, Governor Jerry Brown of California pardoned Hector for his aggravated felony, and in April 2018, the United States government granted his citizenship.
Wow.
Now, we have a short video to remind everybody about Hector. It was our first interview I ever did.
Yeah.
Really our first legitimate interview. I mean, we had, Tamika and Kevin, but our first
with a guest.
With a guest, a real interview. Let's watch for a minute. Hector, you served in the military, is that correct?
Yes, I served from 1995 to 2001. I was U.S. Army. I served with the 82nd Airborne, so I did a lot of airborne operations, jumping out of perfectly good airplanes, as we say, and putting my life at risk. I didn't serve in combat, but I did. I'm considered a wartime veteran because of my service during 9/11.
And when did you first come to the United States?
I came to the United States at the age of 7, around 1985.
And you came with a green card?
No, we actually got my green card around the age of 15.
And I also understand you were honorably discharged from the military as well. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. So now, how did you end up in Mexico deported and separated from your family? What happened?
Sure. Basically, after I got out of the military service, I had problems with alcohol and some drug addiction, and I was involved in an incident where somebody fired a weapon out of a vehicle. Nobody was hurt, but I did end up spending 3 years in prison. 3 years with half, which is called PC Code 246 in the state of California, discharge of a firearm into a vehicle. And that's what I was eventually deported for.
How are you helping?
I opened up a shelter with other people, and we have a Deported Veterans Support House here in Tijuana. And we're more of a resource center now than actually taking people in. We help them with their VA benefits, with compensation, pensions, volunteer counselors. We have a direct relationship with the ACLU, so they review some of their cases. Some of the people are already in some kind of legal resolve with their cases being worked on. We have funeral details for the men. And then we started organizing with other communities. So right now we have veterans being deported to 42 countries that we're working with, that are either in detention, being deported, or already deported to their home country. Just continue to advocate and ask for immigration reform and ask for, to bring home our deported veterans. At least if we can do anything, stop the deportations and work by getting individuals home, maybe a group of people. Actions guide us to change. It's very rare that somebody that gets deported gets U.S. citizenship.
That is
that had a criminal conviction. Actually, as far as I know, there's really nobody from Mexico that's happened for yet. So we're talking about millions of people, and so to me, and I've seen so many cases. It's very rare, so it does seem unreal, and I can't wait to be home.
14 years, man. Coming home, Mom.
I have an 11-year-old daughter, and she also found out. My mom already told her. I told her to keep it under wraps, but then she told her, and my daughter, she actually wanted to celebrate with my mom, so her mom drove her all the way to Compton and they both, cried, and they were very happy. So
how is this organization going to continue now that you're a U.S. citizen?
I made a commitment. I made a commitment for another year because part of my advocacy is what helped me get home. So I can't just up and leave these men and my work. I live here 24/7. So
right.
The doors aren't closing. I'm going to stay here for another year, go back and forth. I know my family will understand, my daughter. And, I really believe in leaving no man behind. And, I work with dreamers, moms, dreamers, and think my life, my thoughts on immigration are a little bit different now. And just got to continue my work. But definitely eventually I want to, have a job, go to school, pay, take care of, daddy's bills and, and responsibilities. And that's important. But one more year.
Yeah, so he's a U.S. citizen now. He came back to the United States. As he said, he's as far as he's aware, he's the only non-U.S. citizen ever to be deported to Mexico and come back as a U.S. citizen.
Wow.
He was in New York for the first time since he came back as a U.S. citizen. He came up to our office to visit us. And we have, there we are, there I am today. And you see, I'm in the same exact jacket. Right. So that was today.
That's awesome.
And he then went, and then he told us he was going to the 9/11 memorial to pay his respects to the victims of 9/11. But we were very thrilled to get to see him. And, and not only is he he's a really special guy for everything that he did to help veterans. And it's an amazing story that he came back as a U.S. citizen. He's a very nice, smart gentleman. But he always has something in my heart for me, or I have for him, because he was my first interview on the show.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at him.
I felt really weird because I was like fangirling over him because I was in the control room when you were doing that interview for the first time. I cried. I saw when he got it back. The whole like I'm coming home, Mom got me. So when I met him, I was like, it's so nice to meet you, Hector. And he had never seen me in his life.
You're like, who is this woman?
Right, 100%.
I'm going back to Mexico. They're crazy here in New York.
It was totally like meeting a celebrity, though. I'm like, wow, you are such a good dude. I love you so much. Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, you ready to do some social media check-in?
Let's do
it. Social media check-in.
All right, our first one comes from a Brad Squad member that joined the Brad Squad group on Facebook. Not our just regular Brad Squad group, like it's our special Brad Squad group. And like I said, all you have to do is click on the link where it says join the Brad Squad group and click join, and we will actually accept it right now, today. All right? So this is our first one. N-Ward Princess saying, my friend just got her green card. Can her husband now file for her 10-year-old daughter who's in the U.S. on a visitor's visa? And what would she need to file?
The answer is yes, because the priority dates are current right now. You're going to file an adjustment.
Alpa Shah says, I'm Alpa from India and my brother filed the I-130. Priority date is in April of 2007. How much time do you think it's still going to take to get an interview? My son is now 20. If it takes another 2 or 3 years, is he going to be able to come with me?
What country is this?
India.
And this is brother, sister?
Brother, sister.
Yeah, it's at least another 3-4 years. It depends on how long the I-130 took to get approved.
So
the longer it took the I-130 to get approved, you get to add that time onto the child's 21st birthday.
Wow.
Okay.
But I don't know how long it took the I-130 to get approved.
But if it took like a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, then he would be okay.
Should be okay, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Rostal saying, I'm an F1 visa holder now, changed to J1 the last 2 years ago. I extended my visa and processed and changed it from J1 to F1 when I was here in the United States. My issue was I had a receipt with stating that I got approved for my visa, but it's not attached to my passport. So now I'm planning to go to my home country, which is in the Philippines. And my visa doesn't have any stamps. So how can I enter again when I go back home to my country to enter back here in the U.S.?
What kind of visa does he have?
So you changed it from a J1 to F1.
Okay. So all right. So what this is all right. He does not. He came on a J visa. Okay, I understand. He came on a J visa.
Mm-hmm.
He came to the United States. He made an application to change his status.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get a new visa. He got a new status.
Right.
So now, when he goes to the Philippines, he has to go to the U.S. Embassy in Manila to get a new visa to come back and cross the border. Visas allow you to cross a border, and once you cross the border, the government tells you what your status is and how long you can stay. So when he changed from J to F, he didn't leave the country and come back with a new visa. He just changed the status. You can't enter the United States on a new status. You need a new visa, which is why he has to go to the embassy in the Philippines in Manila, get interviewed, prove he's in school. He has to go through the whole process.
How long does that usually take?
A week or two.
Okay.
Right.
Peace Ann said, my friend schooled in the U.S. with an F1 visa. He was abusing his wife and was also caught working when he wasn't supposed to. So he was detained and sent back home. This happened all back in 1985. If he applies to just visit the U.S. now, will he be granted a visa or denied? And can his daughter, who is a citizen, file for him?
He will be denied. It depends on, there was domestic abuse. If he was convicted of a domestic violence, his daughter cannot file for him because he can't get a waiver through the daughter. He can because it was more than 15 years ago.
Yeah.
As long as it's not an aggravated felony.
Okay.
And as long as he didn't make a misrepresentation. So it's possible he can get 2 waivers.
Ah. All right. Shireen McFadden saying, hey, good day, Brad. I have an N400 question about the residence during the last 5 years. I really don't remember the exact date. I lived from, and to this address. I was married to a military, so
what is this question?
We're moving from different places. Same
Right.
question from my previous jobs
so
as well.
okay. So they've been all at 100 different addresses, and they're filing, and you have to put all your addresses. Just put the county. All right. So put the town you were in. Okay. If you don't remember, it was 1 Main Street. Just write down, LaHare, North Carolina.
How about if you don't
Lenore. Or LaHare, wherever you were. LaHare. I was looking at your hair.
That's fine.
How about if you don't remember the date either?
Just put down, approximately May to approximately June, whatever year.
All right.
You do the best you can.
S. Hope said, good afternoon. So my mom and dad got a divorce. My grandparents petitioned for my dad back in 2012. Now I'm 22. Would I be eligible to travel with him when he's leaving? And if not, what should we do for me to travel with him?
And again, he's over 21. This is a Child Status Protection Act question. It depends on how long the I-130 took to get approved.
Okay.
And Valerie Noel saying, hey, Brad, squad. How can subsidized housing, which is Section 8, affect your case?
That's government assistance. It affects your case.
And and Valerie said, how can...
That's the one I just did.
What was the... Okay. Call me Miss Gray said, my husband just disappeared and changed his number. I tried contacting him through friends and family, but my efforts have proved futile. What are my options?
Find him. Divorce him. Stay as this indefinitely till he shows up. I mean, those are your options.
Those are the options.
All right.
Right.
Kiki saying, hey, Brad, my son who's in college is looking forward to getting married next year, and his wife will file for him. They both are in college. How will Trump's 62,000
$62,000
threshold affect them?
You're going to need a good affidavit of support from somebody who makes more than $62,000.
Oh, the 62,000 threshold. Yeah.
It's not the Trump 666,
right.
Although he is the devil.
He is.
Yes.
Joss says, how long will it take before you file for your spouse after marriage?
About 12 months.
Adolph Morgan.
That's unfortunate.
Hey, Brad, I submitted my adjustment of status application in February. I did my biometrics in March, but I didn't receive my EAD card as of yet.
Then it's more than 6 months. Give me a call.
Sweetness says, it's been 6 months now since I adjusted my status and I already did my biometrics, but I haven't gotten a work permit. My case has changed so that they're going to schedule me for an interview. Is that possible given that I haven't gotten the work permit yet?
Yes, it's possible. We've heard that a lot now.
Kai saying, question, if I'm in an abusive marriage, do I have to stay married to file a VAWA, or can I get a divorce before filing the VAWA?
You can get a divorce before filing a VAWA, but more importantly, is your immigration status than whether or not you're married to this man or not. Now just know, once you're divorced, there's a 2-year statute of limitations. You have to file within 2 years.
Yeah, she's married.
Yeah, and by the way, you should file now because there's no guarantee VAWA is going to even be around next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're still waiting for them to extend it.
I can't believe it still hasn't been extended.
Yeah, we had about 30 days left.
Wow. Padam said, I'm Raul. Sorry. Raul said, I filed the I-360 in June of 2018. I'm using Obamacare health insurance, and I'm getting a subsidy. I'm also getting financial help for just for the health insurance. Would it affect my I-485 with this new public charge rule?
What is the health insurance that he gets?
It's just a subsidy through Obamacare.
don't think.
But it's not Medicaid.
No, that's fine then. By the way, real Starboy, Yo-Yo's a U.S. citizen. He was born here.
I was born here. My parents weren't.
Yeah, so real Starboy is concerned that ICE is going to come to apartment 9J and as part of the event and arrest you.
Listen, all they can do is join the party because your boy's an American citizen.
Or give our best immigration attorney a call, Brad Bernstein.
There you go.
All right, what else we got?
Larry King said, Brad, I have a daughter who's 18.
Larry King is watching us?
He is.
Is he alive?
He is live. Alive or live?
Both.
Alive and live.
Larry King live.
Yes.
Okay, Brad, I have a daughter who's 18 and she's a U.S. citizen. Is it possible for her to get married and file for her husband?
Yes.
She doesn't work. Can I help her with the affidavit of support?
Absolutely.
Cool.
We've got our next question coming from Javier Guzman, who said, I've been contacted from an agent of USCIS requesting an appointment to visit my house. Is that possible? And if so, what do I do?
Call me.
Okay, easy.
Don't even call them back to see what's going on.
Do you like jasmine tea, green tea, black tea? What kind of tea should I get? Do you like biscotti, crumpets?
Are you guys more cheese board kind of family? What's
I could grill some hot dogs. I mean,
that's real American.
Yeah, no. Call your lawyer.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Right. All right, Joy Brown saying, hey, Brad, asking for a friend. He's on a J1 visa and he left his girlfriend in Jamaica. They're not married and he wants to know if he can bring her here somehow to the U.S.
No. There's no girlfriend visa for someone on a J. She has to figure it out on her own.
Got you.
Right.
It's Nisha Kelly says, how long after you submit all the documents they asked for the National Visa Center, should they respond with an interview based on a minor of a U.S. citizen?
Well, no, they're not going to respond for an interview. They're going to you're going to get a notification about 8 weeks or so after you submit everything that they sent everything to the U.S. Embassy, whatever country your child is in.
Marlene Rossi is saying, what's the difference between certificate of citizenship and an I-485? If you file for a minor and the parent is now a citizen, does the minor have to wait for a green card or can you just get the passport?
If the minor was born after the parent became a citizen, you got to file the adjustment. But as soon as the adjustment's approved, the minor becomes an automatic U.S. citizen. So you're filing an adjustment and he will get a certificate of citizenship. You only can go straight for the passport without doing the adjustment if the child was born and then you became a citizen.
Fortune would like to know, do you think that the government could witch hunt conditional residents who are on Medicaid by asking them or their spouse to pay the bond penalty before they continue with their application to permanent residency, or even garnish the wages of their spouse if they eventually succeed with the new Public Charge Act?
They would have to go to court to do that. They can't just arbitrarily do it.
Okay.
Fairs saying, I'm a naturalization applicant. My interview is going to be in November 2019. Does the public charge rule affect me?
If the adjustment was already filed, no.
Okay, and if it does?
It's only for adjustments filed after October 15th. And we don't know if that rule is going to go into effect yet.
Okay.
Our next question comes from Kiki, who said, how long would it take for me to get at least my EAD and Social Security number if my LPR spouse is petitioning for me?
You don't. You get a green card eventually, except if you're already in the United States and you're in legal status, you can file an adjustment now because the priority dates are current.
All right, and our last one for now comes from Chica saying, please, Brad, I just appreciate y'all for the good job. Please. Now, my question is, I have a 10-year card. Can I file for my brother?
No, you have to be a citizen. Sorry about that. Yeah. She gave me all those nice things.
All those things. Oh.
Yeah. So Holi, which is an ancient Hindu festival that originated in India, and although it is celebrated predominantly in India and Nepal, the holiday spread all over the world through the Indian diaspora. Holi is popularly known as the Indian Festival of Spring or the Festival of Colors. As today marks the 73rd year of India's independence from Great Britain in 1947. We sent one of our new correspondents, Divya Sridhar, to a Holi festival in New Jersey. Let's watch.
Hey Brad Squad, I'm Divya Sridhar, a new face to Brad Show Live. Today it's time to get colorful because we're here to celebrate Holi, the Indian Festival of Colors. Holi is an ancient Hindu festival celebrated in India and Nepal and all over the world by the Indian diaspora. The festival honors the arrival of spring, the end of winter, a successful harvest, and the blossoming of love. Traditionally, the festivities kick off the night before Holi with a huge bonfire meant to burn away evil spirits and bad luck. The next morning, celebrants wake up to a free-for-all festival of colors. Throughout the streets and parks of India, people run around and smear each other with colored powders, spray each other with water guns, and throw water balloons. This year, the holiday officially took place on March 20th and 21st, but today in New Jersey, we have an all-day celebration supporting peace, unity, and community. Before we jump back into the party, let me tell you a little bit about me and my immigration story. I'm a first-generation Indian American. Holi has always been one of my favorite Indian festivals, and I grew up between New York and Miami. My parents emigrated from the south of India in the 1970s and landed in New York. They found it to be an amazing melting pot of cultures and felt immediately welcomed. My mother tells a story about how, as a junior doctor at Elmhurst Hospital, she would go to work in a sari the same way she did in India and never felt strange about it. She felt welcome and accepted. I grew up in Miami, which is another amazing melting pot, spent some time in California, but felt the pull to come back to New York, a wonderful melting pot of cultures and people. We're here with Mayor Bala of Hoboken, New Jersey. Mayor Bala holds the distinction of being the first mayor of Indian American descent in Hudson County. Mayor Bala, how do you feel that this distinction affects how you conduct your mayorship?
You know, being a second generation Indian American, having my parents immigrate from India to America, and having those roots really informs how I govern here in Hoboken. I try to promote inclusivity, diversity, and respect for other people's cultures.
That is a really amazing mission. Hi, so we are here with a couple of wonderful guys who are celebrating Holi on this beautiful day. What are your names?
My name is Mark.
And David.
So Mark and David, what brings you out to Holi?
So a friend of ours told us about the celebration. I'd never heard of it. I've always wanted to try a color festival, and I love culture, I love spring, and I think it's just about a celebration of everything like that.
That's wonderful, and you guys have ended up in an amazing rainbow of colors today. It's gorgeous.
This is what we wore here.
So traditionally, Holi is a day of celebration, but it's also a day to forgive and forget, to let go of bad energy, mend relationships. What is important to you today on this Holi?
The fun aspect of it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, this is the favorite festival of all time for sure.
And having fun.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And what about for you?
Oh, it's nice to celebrate Holi. So we're tourists here. We just came yesterday. It's our first time in the US. Just celebrate Holi. Yeah, it's a good experience.
So what is your favorite Holi tradition?
I think food and drinks.
Now, what's your favorite Holi food?
Jalebi, yeah. What is it? Jalebi and bhang for drinks.
That's wonderful. Jalebi is actually my favorite too, so I hope you find some good jalebi today. What's your favorite Holi celebration that you've been to?
We were in India together doing our MBA. Mohali, it's Chandigarh, basically. It was wild.
Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. So we're here right now with David and Caitlin. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, hello. So what brings you to the celebration today? What does Holi mean to you?
Caitlin brings us to the celebration today.
Yeah.
What brings us?
So my family's visiting from out of town. I live in Jersey City, and I actually sit on a committee with Rimley, who's organized the whole thing. And this is my first Holi, and I thought that this would be a good time for us to actually come out and experience it and throw colors on each other.
That's really wonderful. And what do you think so far?
I think that I'm a little bit different than when I came. I feel slightly more colorful. And it's really, the vibe is great. It's just so much fun to see families enjoying the day together.
There's definitely a change you undergo when you come through here.
Well, it's hard not to when people are throwing powder at you, rubbing it on you, and you're throwing it on them. It's just sort of brings down boundaries, I think.
So traditionally, Holi is a day to celebrate and laugh and throw color on each other, but it's also a time to burn off bad energy, to repair relationships, to let go of negativity. Which of these aspects speaks to you?
So I was doing some dancing earlier just along with the little girls who are up on the stage, and to me that was a lot of burning off of whatever kind of negative energy I might have brought with me. Just like get it out through the body. I'm a dancer, and so it felt really good to be out moving and to be with so many people. I think always has that kind of repairing quality to it.
It's really beautifully expressed. Thank you. So what's your family's immigration story?
So my mom was born in the Bronx and met my dad, who was an immigrant from Austria. And that's the mid-1930s. They met in the garment district, and I am the product of a first-generation American and an immigrant, and feel very strongly about our country being a place that welcomes those from other lands, not only as a land of opportunity, but where we can learn from others. I think that's one of the things that's so fun about coming to the New York metro area.
You guys look like you've had a great time today. What does Holi mean to you?
So to me, it's the most purest positivity possible at the moment. It could be so much negativity in the world, but we ignore it just having events like this. Like just bringing all types of cultures together. It's awesome.
And what about you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just my second day here in New York, and suddenly we are here in this Holi festival.
It's like this every day.
Yeah, it's like, okay, nice. I think I'm gonna move here.
For sure. And is this your first Holi celebration?
Participating, yes, but I've been living here for 20 plus years, and I've seen it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. You guys look great, and you look like you had an amazing day. Brad Squad, what an amazing time. We got our spring colors on, ate some delicious traditional Indian food, and enjoyed beautiful song, dance, and fashion. Until next time, Brad Squad.
Dancing.
That was cool, Divya.
Yeah.
All right, welcome, Divya. And we're going to put 2.5 minutes. We have never done this before.
Ever.
Okay, we're going to do 15 questions.
Oh my God.
We're trying to get to 15 questions in 2 minutes.
Brad.
And then we're going to call Guinness Book of World Records.
Wow.
How is that even possible, Brad?
You gotta talk
I'm
really
nervous.
fast.
I'm
All right, because
so nervous.
yesterday we did, 2 days ago we did it 15 questions in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yesterday we did 15 questions in 2 minutes 45 seconds. And today, do not blow me up.
Okay.
Do not blow me up. And what are you doing?
He's like
nervous.
shaking
Okay,
in this really weird way.
And Julian better stop the bomb and not blow us up.
Yeah, Julian. Yeah.
Okay?
I'm talking to you,
'Cause we're gonna
Julian.
do this. Okay, I am going to look to get my collar all straight here.
Okay.
You ready? Somebody came in to me today, and she came in for a consultation, and then get up. Thank you very much. She says to me, "Okay, speed round. Quick question for my friend."
No, she didn't.
You had to give me that.
I did. Of course. Yes.
You had to. That's a free immigration answer for you.
Right.
All right, you ready? Let's go.
Janae said, does USCIS deny petition marriages if you don't submit the I-864 with the affidavit of support?
Absolutely.
Rohan said, why InfoPass can't made online anymore?
Because you got to call them.
Leontine said, what is the new public change rule about immigration for someone getting a public benefit in New York?
You will most likely be denied.
Why not me says, will USCIS normally send an RFE if you're sent adjustment of status package without your medical?
No, they'll probably just ask for it at the interview.
Allison said, I have a VOW application. So far, I got my work permit in February this year. How much longer before I get an appointment?
We got to wait to see what Congress does with the laws.
Gusson saying, I could not meet you. I got busy with family papers. My daughter, what I told you about here by email, can she stay under child status after 90 days?
After 90 days, you can file for her if you're a U.S. citizen and she's under 21.
Connie says, I've got a friend who was coming to the U.S. illegally and was stopped at the border and sent back home in 2002. Is it possible for her to get a visa and re-enter?
No, because when she's sent back at the border, that's a deportation.
Call me Mrs. Gray, saying my husband just disappeared, changed his number. I tried contacting him through friends and family, but my efforts proved futile.
We answered that question already. Stay married, get divorced, or find him.
Shine said, what does it mean when your case status says they're under extended review by an officer?
That means they're just delaying. It's time to call the Abadir and file a mandamus.
AO says, can my brother get a waiver for a fraud misrepresentation he got when he applied for a student visa in Cameroon if he gets married to his U.S. citizen to get a green card?
Yes, he can apply for that.
Tanya said, how long after getting your tenure can you file for your mom?
Once you become a citizen.
Chelsea says, how long after I approve can I wait to process?
After what?
After I get approved, how long do I have to wait to process?
I don't even know what that means.
How long after I approve I can wait to process?
For the interview.
For the interview? I don't even understand.
Okay.
Nika said, can conviction in Virginia get post-conviction relief? Would I be able to file a visa if he was barred for 10 years?
I don't know about the state penal laws on vacating convictions in Virginia.
Hamid says, you guys, quick question, often naturalization cases updated in a week?
They're updated every day.
Abel said, I was charged with possession of controlled substance. The case was dismissed after completing 251 disposition. I pled not guilty for the charge. Is it a deportable offense?
Yes.
Woo! Woo! Was that it?
That was it.
That was scary.
Yes, that was it.
gosh.
I wasn't scared. I was totally calm. I was like MacGyver.
I mean, we had to keep on going through some of
right,
this.
but I don't know if I actually
sense.
did it because I didn't understand one question, so I skipped. Did we count that one?
Really, I feel like it counts because
Which one was
that's
that?
it. We asked it exactly how it
How
was
long
written.
after I approve I can wait to process?
How long after my approval?
I should have just picked up the magic
No.
8
No,
ball.
we didn't have
Then
time
we
for
ain't
that.
got time for that.
We had no magic 8 ball. Would have taken 20 seconds.
Woo!
All right, comments of the day.
All right. Our very first one comes from Starboy, who said, all right, school is officially open. Let me draw my chair in my free law class and get as much as I can. Good evening, Principal Brad, Belgium Queen, the administrator, and Yo-Yo, the security.
Why you security?
I don't know.
Wow, this guy's been coming down on you, Starboy. He was like, what?
Oh, because the
I thought Starboy was coming down on you.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you take that now.
I'll take it now.
All right.
At first I was like, take it out.
Yeah.
I like it now.
All right.
All right, our second comment of the day comes from Jeff Bozy saying, I still say, I actually like this, I want to see a Brad Show calendar so I can see you guys every day of the year.
Brad
He's
Show
reminding
calendar
y'all.
swag. We said last year to do it.
What you mean reminding y'all? Does anyone remember who happened to be in charge of the Brad Show
Me.
Live calendar?
And I kept on saying, let's do it.
All right, so maybe we'll do it this year.
All right.
All right, I have
2020
plans.
Brad Show
All right,
Live
let's
calendar
go.
coming at you. Devious 1NM had a great idea for merch. He was like, how about a Brad Show Live lapel pin people can wear to their immigration interviews?
Oh my God! Or like you could have secretly in the lapel pin, like a water cannon. Like if the officer says, "We're not going to give you a green card,"
That'd be hilarious.
That's right. I like it.
That's
I like
even
it.
better.
The gag gift lapel pin. It's a very niche gift, though.
It's going to be very hard to find.
It's a gag lapel for an immigration interview.
That's just Brad Show Live.
That's a niche product.
All right, our next one comes from Scarlet Knight saying, Brad Show Live fanny packs would really boost squad members because everyone would be wearing them on vacation to other countries. Cool sunglasses.
That's
fanny
rules.
pack.
See, I told you.
Boy, they want the calendar, the lapel pin, and the fanny pack. That's what's being asked.
Well, at least you guys are not asking for anything size specific, so this is all being much easier than last time. Mr. Willie, VIP, which we love very much, said, thanks for the great job this beautiful team does and all the information you provide selflessly for us. I said, God bless you guys. You are awesome.
By the way, I love Sammy Joe has the Brad Show Live logo as his or her.
Oh, you know.
That's the one.
That's what I was saying
love that.
earlier.
Yeah.
That's the real one right there.
That's the one who's bringing my pizza, lobster, and crab legs.
That's right.
That's the only way you get invited into 9J.
No. We're gonna have a store apartment 9J.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
Wait till 12 groundhogs show up at your door.
We have more than 12, Brad.
Yes, that's right. All right, our last comment of the day comes from YouTube from Solomon Anase saying, "You are the most loving person ever.
Wow.
You're so concerned about immigration. You share your time with us and try to answer all of our questions."
That's very nice.
That's amazing.
That's very nice.
We are so lucky to have you.
That's very nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And I agree. We are so lucky to have you.
I'm lucky to have you.
Aw, thanks.
We're like the Three Musketeers.
We are. Each other. One for all and one for all.
That's right. Now, tomorrow we're going to have a pop-up.
Yeah.
And because it's pop-ups, summer pop-ups.
Summer pop-ups.
But
Yes.
come the fall,
Yeah.
we'll go back to Friday regular shows.
Friday regular shows.
Sorry about that. You got to do a full job on Friday.
I'll do. Yeah,
Yes.
no, that's A-okay.
All right, so we'll see you all tomorrow for a pop-up. We don't know what time it will be, but we will be popping up sometime in the afternoon, New York time. See you tomorrow. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?